Hey, 49ers faithful! We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The NFL world has been shaken with the blockbuster move that sent Derrick Henry, the juggernaut running back formerly of the Tennessee Titans, straight to the San Francisco 49ers. This isn't just another transaction in the league, it's a seismic shift in the landscape of power football. For years, the Niners have been known for their elite defense, creative offensive schemes under Kyle Shanahan, and a committee-style rushing attack. Now, with Henry in the mix, the 49ers just turned their ground game into a potential historical powerhouse. This move echoes the team's ambition to not just compete, but dominate. For fans, analysts, and even rival teams, this acquisition signals that San Francisco is all in on winning now, and they just added a weapon capable of dragging defenders 5 yards at a time toward that ultimate goal. Henry's arrival brings more than just brute strength to the 49ers. It introduces a new element of intimidation. At 6'3" and 247 pounds, Henry has long been a nightmare for defensive coordinators. He doesn't just run through gaps, he obliterates them. What makes his presence in San Francisco especially thrilling is how it complements Shanahan's outside zone running scheme. Shanahan is widely regarded as one of the most innovative minds in football, scheming open lanes for backs like Raheem Mostert, Elijah Mitchell, and Christian McCaffrey. Now imagine what he can cook up with Henry in the backfield, paired with McCaffrey no less. It's a thunder and lightning combo that will give defenses sleepless nights, forcing them to choose between stopping raw power or unpredictable finesse. That's a dilemma no team wants to face. Let's not overlook what this means for quarterback Brock Purdy, the young QB who's already shown flashes of brilliance since taking over the starting role, just got a massive boost in offensive support. With Henry in the fold, play action becomes lethal. Defenses will be forced to stack the box, fearing the inevitable stampede from number 22. That opens up the field for George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Brandon Ayuk. It's a domino effect that could elevate the entire offense to heights even Shanahan might not have dreamed of before. For a team that's come so close to Super Bowl glory in recent years, this move feels like the missing piece, the exclamation point at the end of a roster built for greatness. Henry doesn't just change the offense, he redefines it. But what about the fit? Critics will argue that Henry is a north-south runner, more suited to a power run scheme than Shanahan's outside zone system. However, history suggests otherwise. Henry has thrived in various offensive setups, and at his core, he's a physical freak capable of adjusting to any scheme. When you have that much raw talent, the scheme adapts to the player, not the other. Way around. Moreover, Shanahan has shown an uncanny ability to evolve his playbook to fit his personnel. Just as he did with McCaffrey last season, expect him to tailor his designs to let Henry shine. Don't be surprised if we see more inside. Zone concepts mixed into the playbook, or even some wildcat formations. With the 49ers offensive line paving the way and Shanahan calling the shots, Derrick Henry could be about to enjoy the most productive stretch of his already stellar career. Then there's the locker room impact. Henry is not just a physical force, he's a leader, a veteran presence with playoff experience and a relentless work ethic. He's a player who leads by example, both on the field and in practice. That kind of mentality is contagious in a locker room, especially one as tight-knit and hungry as the 49ers. For younger players, having someone like Henry to look up to is invaluable. For veterans, it's a rallying point. When a team sees management going out to make a splash move like this, it sends a message. We believe in this roster, and we're pushing all the chips to the center of the table. That psychological lift, that sense of urgency and belief, can be just as important as any stat line. Henry brings a championship mindset to a team already on the brink of greatness. On the flip side, this deal raises questions for the rest of the NFC. The 49ers were already a nightmare matchup, boasting one of the league's stingiest defenses and a Swiss Army knife offense. Adding Derrick Henry is akin to giving a samurai a broadsword, almost unfair. The Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, and even the defending champion Lions now have to recalibrate their defensive game plans. The NFC is no longer a conference of parity. It's San Francisco and everyone else trying to catch up. And while injuries and unforeseen events always play a role in the NFL, on paper, the 49ers just built one of the scariest rosters we've seen in years. For fans of football, this is must-watch television. Every game Henry plays in a Niners uniform will be a spectacle, a blend of old-school physicality and modern offensive ingenuity. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. It's also worth diving into the business side of this move. Acquiring a player like Henry isn't cheap, not just in terms of contract value, but also in cap space and future flexibility. The 49ers, however, are operating on a win-now timeline. They understand their Super Bowl window is wide open, and with players like Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and Trent Williams in their prime, the time to strike is now. GM John Lynch deserves credit for pulling the trigger on such a bold move. It's a statement of intent that ripples across the entire league. In an era where teams often hoard picks and hesitate to make aggressive trades, the Niners chose courage over caution. That kind of conviction can be the difference between perennial contenders and champions. And if Henry helps hoist the Lombardi trophy in red and gold, no one will question the price they paid. And let's not forget the fan base. 49ers fans are some of the most passionate and knowledgeable in the NFL, and they know what this move means. Social media exploded the moment the news broke. Jerseys sold out within minutes. Memes flooded Twitter, and YouTube comment sections lit up with excitement. This isn't just a player acquisition, it's a cultural moment. Fans are already imagining Henry trucking through defenders at Levi's Stadium, feeding off the roar of the faithful. The thought of watching him break off 70-yard runs in the Bay Area, sunlight has injected new life into a fan base that already lives and breathes football. In many ways, Henry's arrival feels like the start of a new chapter, one where the 49ers embrace their identity not just as a smart technical team, but as a physically dominant force. As we look ahead, all eyes will be on training camp and the preseason, where we'll get our first glimpse of Henry in scarlet and gold. How will Shanahan utilize him? Will McCaffrey's role change? Will the offense lean more toward ground and pound or continue to spread the field with motion and misdirection? These are questions that will dominate headlines for weeks to come. But one thing is already clear. With Derrick Henry in town, the 49ers just became the most fascinating team in football. The blend of scheme and strength, creativity and collision makes this team a must-watch every single Sunday. This isn't just about stats or highlights, it's about legacy. And Derrick Henry, wearing number 22 for San Francisco, is ready to write his final chapters in bold, bruising, unforgettable fashion. In a league where versatility and speed often overshadow raw power, Derrick Henry is a reminder of what old school football can still be. He doesn't dance, he demolishes. And now, with the backing of a Super Bowl-ready roster and one of the brightest minds in the game, he has a chance to etch his name among the greats. The 49ers aren't just adding a piece, they're building a legacy. And as the 2025 NFL season approaches, one thing is certain. Derrick Henry in a 49ers uniform isn't just a good fit. It's destiny. Buckle up, NFL fans. This is going to be a wild ride. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.